gotta remember your training. You know, little kid comes home from school, man. Drops down a stack of 5 or 6 books, man. They loved these kindergartners. Lots of homework back in those days. Of course, he didn't do too much of that because he was a busy boy, man. You know, the ranch and the farm required his presence greatly, and therefore he didn't always get to crack a book in the evening. You know, he just go to school and then fake his way through it, man. You know, school was quite displeasing anyway. It just puts you to sleep day after day. But some of the teachers were interesting. Some could be really cruel, but he hadn't run into them yet because he was just a kid. And Mama was there sitting on the back porch waiting for him because she, for the mean ones, was going to help him prepare, you know. She says, yes, indeedy, son, sit down here and set them books down. Yeah, here, have a iced tea. Well, we didn't drink iced tea because that was Mormon country. What did we drink? You know, it wasn't Coca-Cola, let me tell you. No coffee, tea, or tobacco. Nowhere, no how. Not in the amongst the saints of the great Zion of Utah. No way, no how, man. We're all righteous people there, you know. Wow. I mean, sometimes this was a familiar attitude in their reality. But anyway, Mama shares a lemonade with you. There you go. It's not spiked with anything. I mean, you're only 5 years old. You're lucky to get a lemonade, right? You know, you just barely got off the nipple 2 days ago, huh? When you started school, right? Yeah, see? And now you're loaded 2 days in school, 3 miles uphill both ways, man, and carrying all these books, and you can't even study in them because you got to work, not play. Well, this was kind of like play, at least for a kid like you that day, you know. Cause Mama she said, oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that there refreshment, kiddo. Now, I want you to you know, I'm your mama. I won't hurt you, son. I will not hurt you. You are my spawn of my loins, son, and I love you so. But listen, this is good for your education, don't you know? Kind of goes right along with it. In fact, this is probably better than school, and you're going to like it too, man, once you get the hang of it, you know. So I want you to take off running, and I won't shoot till you jump over the fence back there and start your way up the hill about maybe 10 feet or so. And then I want you to feel the bullet coming. Serpentine. Remember the Jackrabbit, man. Leap this way, leap this way. You know, you can move faster than he can. You're Superman, kid. And now we're going to show you, okay? So get ready for a run, man. You want another spike of lemonade before you take off? You look at Mom and wow, Mom, and how? What an adventure we're living here. This is better than the Saturday cartoons and the serials down there at the old Rivoli Theater, man. Or was it the park? I can't remember. There were 2 of them in our town. We went to both of them, but I think we favored the Rivoli because it was a little bit cleaner. The rats were a little more polite and didn't crawl across your feet while the movie was playing, okay? How was it in your small town that day? Tell me, you had it superior. I know, you watch movies on your cell phone now. Gee whiz. It was 15 cents for the matinee when I was a kid. Now, that's getting even. You probably paid $1,000 for that phone, huh? Oh, well, what the hell, man. So Mama says, you ready, kiddo? And you, Mama, I love you so. And you hug each other. And then, your Jackrabbit comes out, man. And you're over that back fence. I mean, it's 150, 200 feet away. You're over that back fence before she can even say, hey, hey, or even get her gun out. I mean, she wasn't quite ready for your sprightliness. You're going to show her, man. She's going to be proud of her little Jackrabbit. You betcha, you know. And sure as hell, you hear that in the background, but you feel the whiz of the bullet before you hear the you know, and you learn to feel it coming. You know which way to jump, which way to go. You feel it, don't you know? And you serpentine and you dance, and it's a dance all the way up that little knoll behind the house there, don't you know? Clear up to the top of it, man. And then you stand there with your hands in the air because you know she can't hit you from there. And you know, yeah, dance around and cheer, man. Mom is dancing around down there on the porch too. She just had a hoot of a time, and so have you. And then that memory just fades back into your little heart. It's just a memory. You don't even remember how you got down from there, do you? Mama sent the horse up for you. Oh, Nellie, she come running right up, saddle and bridle, and just throw the reins over her saddle horn and say, okay, go get the kid up the mountain there, will you, hon? And bam, she goes, man, come get you and brings you back down. You forgot about that part, see? You always forget the magic, don't you know? You always bury it in your heart and soul. Because after a while, you get convinced that you don't know and you got no instincts and no response or anything. You just, wow, I don't fit in here. What do I do? Et cetera, et cetera. But there comes a time that the memory, which is divine, which may be kind of metaphorical here too, wouldn't you say? But you remember how you learned the way. It wasn't survival. This was something magic. This was something cosmic. This was when you realized you were different than the others. But there were a few amongst them too. You could see them. You knew who they were. You see? There's a bunch of us sprinkled throughout this 3D like salt and pepper, don't you know? It's everywhere, you see. And we're sprinkling ourselves back into life, cosmically remembering moments like that to train us into the being presence, the magical presence, so we could allow at least a little magic in our dumbed-down lives and pull ourselves through with it, too, you see. And if we could pull through the 3D, because we had some real nastiness coming our way, had a lot to go through in my day, a lot. The darker way really prevailed there. It's just being exposed to the light now, so it seemed darker, but it's not. It's actually washing itself out, burning itself out, really. It's done. It's over. Its function here as a functional present is no longer to test us or to best us. It's now just to go with the flow, same as everything else does, don't you know? That's what you're feeling inside as you get these cosmic memories of how you were really trained into living this life by those who love you. Mother might have been meaner than doo-doo and wouldn't have the time of day with you, but somebody in your life did, didn't they? See, there's always those that are your real family, your cosmic family. And you can tell them by their heart presence, by how much they care about you, how much you care about them, instantaneously. It's like you've known them forever. That's cosmic family, see? That's the kind you can really appreciate, because it starts bringing that magic back out, don't you see? You complement one another. You start to reveal things, and other things are revealed to you, you see? You get in this cosmic flow. This is how we replicate community here. That's why the city's got to go. They're gluttonous pieces of doo-doo, and they're falling apart anyway. They ain't worth the time we put into them. We got to create a whole new way, don't we, baby? Yeah, see? But don't worry, there'll be plenty of excitement there for you. We understand hot child in the city and all that kind of stuff. So we're not taking that away. Just all the gunk, all the sleeve, all the junk, all the overcrowded feeling, everybody in the cities of light feels the supremacy of its love and has plenty of room to do anything, experience anything, whatever it wants to be, it is. That's us. That's our reality. That's our living in the cosmic fishbowl of life and finding our way out of it, babies. We've been good little goldfish. We grew a lot, didn't we? And we are about to grow into even more, man. The magic is just barely beginning to restore into this reality. For all that we've seen before, we're going to start seeing a whole lot more, man. Synchronicity everywhere. Simplicity is the rule of the day. And that don't mean savage in any way. It means the simple is real. And that's where the rocking gets just right. And the rolling gets to rolling. And the strumming gets to strolling. And the feet get to going. And the wings come back. And babies, we are gathering with our cosmic family from throughout all of the dimensional reality. Because we ain't separate from anyone. And we're joined together with everyone. Party is on at our place. Spring Creek. A moment of truth, baby, a moment of rock, a moment of rope, given in the multidimensional flow of life. and our reality of our experience in it. You got to remember there's always other levels at play. Even in Salt Lake City in the here and now today. Maybe something really magic happened over there. Maybe some billionaire opened up his mansion and went and collected them all together, and they're still partying after they had a shower or two. Something like that. Or maybe the aliens. I mean, there's aliens everywhere, man. I mean, aliens amongst us, aliens above us, aliens below us. I don't know how it comes there's so many alien beings out there, but there they are, man. All those alien folks hanging around, trying to, help humanity come around. But in many of their eyes, we are a lost cause. But don't you even pause, baby, because guess what? We got Santa Claus and his 8 tiny effing reindeer, man. And Rudolph, too, that makes 9, which is the undivine. But oh well. What the hell? We don't ascribe our fate to any number, do you? Silly dang little fool. Now, get up off your arse and give it a blast with everybody else, okay? Quit denying the presence of your family, man. And start bringing them around, bringing them back. You can bring the dead back to life this way, man. You don't have to sit there and be all moany and blue. Oh, I wish they would, you probably hated them while they were here till those last few days or whatever, right? You forget that, just like you forget the good cosmic moments when you get your training, man. You betcha, man, when you learn to rock and roll. And it might have been some musician sitting there on the porch, with a holographic gun in their hand, man. I mean, see what I mean? You never know who your real saints are until you start looking for that cosmic aspect. Baby, that's when you see beyond the 3D and all the judgment held here, don't you? See, none of that applies. The cosmic is the reality. We've been tricked into thinking it's paranormal or abnormal or mentally dysfunctional and shit like that. So many people are catching on. The strength of it is overwhelming the beast. And the beast is over with, man. The beast is a furry little kitty cat cuddled up in your lap, wanting some warm milk and shit, and go purr, 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 That's what the beast is. That's what it all comes down to. Innocent, pure, sweet love. And some warm milk to help it along the way. That's the flow of Spring Creek. It's mother's milk, right here on the Hazy Radio Network. Flowing through you and Harry Chapin, too. If you don't believe me, just listen to this sad and sorry little, beautiful and poignant tale.
Then she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change.
Yep. I'd say so, baby. Kenny Rogers with a classic performance of The Gambler, man. And it just goes on in its own simple little way, in its own rockin' sort of way to describe the cosmic life we're living. Where do you think those instincts he's talking about come from? Know when to fold 'em, know when to hold 'em, know when to walk, know when to run. 3 steps, mister. 3 steps to that door, and you feel it coming, and they miss you every time, man. If you have to alter time to do it, you know you're going to get through it. You've seen enough magic in your life already, enough tight moments like that, where you've always pulled through. You know the cosmic through and through. You just didn't know quite how it operated. Now you're starting to catch on, see? That's why you had all those tight moments. Death's tapping you on the shoulder and shit, and you're like, oh my God, what do I do now? And you're sliding down the mountain, etc. But somehow the magic, the cosmic works it out, and you come out of it alive and wholesome and all that stuff, ready to rock some more in this life. Know when to hold 'em, know when to walk, know when to run. Give me 3 steps, mister. Give me 3 steps to the door, okay? And it'll get you out of the way, man. 'Cause you know how. You're a magician now, see? You've understood and now do understand some of the real magic in your life, you see. So let's start making that same magic in this 3D. Let's not allow them to drag us down a hole with all this dark, depressive talk about FEMA camps and stuff like that. And, uglier things even than that. Make Soylent Green look innocent. You know what I'm talking about? When the real ugliness comes out in humanity, eh? Well, I think it's been ugly enough already, don't you? I think I've seen ugliness and it's had its day. It's just like a boil. It's kind of pussing up now, so it can dry out in the sun and be all done. See, it goes back to its natural elements. It's back to its normal function as an angelic presence in this reality. Fallen angels, my backside. We assigned and gave them those roles, same as we gave ourselves these ones, man. It's all part of the game, the cosmic game we've been playing. And that's what the game's been saying all along. Pay attention to the magic. It's everyday stuff, but it's magic, man. In every moment we live, every moment that we breathe, every act we are undertaking. So don't get to think the earth is quaking or that FEMA's taking all those people away. There in Salt Lake City, the homeless population that disappeared overnight. I'm not feeling anything too sinister here. I'm feeling some kind of a deal being made in the background. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's developing right now, even as we experience its presence. There's a new earth coming through. There's a new rock to our roll, and it ain't police state anymore. You see, it's done had its day already. Those that seek to impose any more of it will find themselves choking on the words. They won't be able to give those orders, nor will others be able to implement them. That it's time for the heart to take its stand and spread its magic across the land. So don't be afraid of anything, man. Know that the cosmic reality has taken care of you up to here. Imagine what it can do now that you see it a little more clear. Like these worlds are gathering together inside of us all, man. And there won't be this seemingly cold-hearted reptilian thing in the 3D anymore. We've made our deals. We've met our obligation to all the energies and powers in this reality that we came here to act upon. We've gone through every level of the game. We are at the supreme masters now of this reality. Each and every one of us, from the little kitty in your lap right on up through Obi-Wan Kenobi to me and those far more powerful than I could ever dream of being. See, it's going all throughout the 3D. It's just like a sponge permeating up with water, clear crystal water, soaking it all in, so much so the excess got to find a flow, and it just keeps on growing, don't you know, in all directions. It's kind of like an infection. It's conscious presence is what we call it. Sometimes here in the third density, but really it's just knowing what's already here. Experiencing the magic of it. If you can see it in the past, you can see it in this moment at last, right? You start to see that the heart's directing everything. That it's all been experiential, just like it would be in a video game. What's that training you to be? A better warrior or something? Well, this is training you to be a better heart. The most brave and experiential heart there could ever be. Just living one life in the third density takes all of that and then some. Let alone all the lives many of us have lived. Most of us have lived many, many lives. But not everyone. Some are just temporary. Visitors want to see the moment, experience it, go what they got to go through to get there, etc. Of course, you don't know that once you get here. It kind of has to come back to you, Kind of has to come through you. Just bring you back around. Bring your feet right off the ground. Same way as this old rock and roll does each and every day here, Monday through Friday. As old Grandpa Coyote and Obi-Wan Kenobi and all the rest of the gang help us get it underway, help us get it clear. So we're sending blessings now to all them homeless people over there that came from Salt Lake City, wherever they may be. May they be experiencing a little of their own cosmic magic here in the 3D. May their hearts be empowered, if they're imprisoned in any way, to free themselves right here and now, today, in this moment of time. Because we're magic. No cage can hold us, and no gun can stop us. We can outrun the bullet. We can stop time and step aside and just let it whiz on by. I mean, there's a gazillion ways of doing it. The main way is not to acknowledge or give that any power. Never fight back. Never get even. Just keep on growing and expanding, and you will melt away the violence. It can't be performed in a loving reality. It doesn't have a reality. No more than the reality of that stuff you're playing when you're doing all them bang-bang shoot-em-ups in the video game. Same thing. See? Now you're coming back to your own cosmic reality. You're remembering who you are, who the heart is, and what the heart's all about. And in case you missed it, the heart is, to me, is the center presence at the center of our person, okay? It includes the heart of our love, of course, in our chest, of course. But the heart is an expansive thing, and, you know, the chest is its temple, man. It's got a multi-dimensional presence, too, you know. It includes the likes of me and you and all the rest of the old slime dogs out there, you know, still trying to muck their way through in a 3D sort of way, baby. You got to trust the cosmic after today. Just let it come out and play. Let the magic happen. Stand out of the way and be amazed at how strongly we can play it, baby. You know, they can mount an army or two. They can send weaponry our way. Nothing is coming through. You can't stop a good heart, especially one that's rocking like yours is. Ours is. Ours together. How about that? It's us. The ultimate power. When you let the old mind control and condition and get out of the way, man. Ooh, baby. There's sure been a lot of that in this whole 3D, especially over there in Salt Lake City. We'll have more talk about that later on this week, I'd say, because, ooh, we got some resolution and motion going on here in the foreground and the background of this old third density, baby. And it's time for the heart to come out and play. All of us. You know, we've waited long enough, wouldn't you say? You've ripened yourself to this point. Now let's just get on with it. You can't worry about all the details. You can only go with the flow of it. Wherever it takes you, however it takes you, and however it will have you be treated in this reality. Just accept it on, but don't accept no fatality, no powerlessness at all. Just let the magic show you its own way. And you'll catch on quick enough. Pretty soon you'll be able to pull a lion out of a rabbit's hat too, okay? And put it right back in before it hurts anybody. Hey, we are dreaming of it. We are dreaming of our day, our way, our right now, our and how. Because it's always happening. That's spring quick. That's getting in the flow of the original waters, don't you know? The original life, which does always flow in this moment. Okay? Give me a little hug. There, a little hard hug. Oh, yeah, baby. Now we know why we like to be human beings. It's the touch. It's the feel of a warm, loving presence in our life. Even if it's just a little tiny kitty cat sitting purring contentedly in our lap. That's paradise, baby. That's a righteous moment. Hang on to it, okay? Or even that one that seems better than that. However it comes out to play, this is your moment, this is your day. Have it your way. Okay? Grandpa Coyote with his little coyote medicine show we call Spring Quick, don't you know? Keeping in the ever-loving flow of the Hazy Radio Network. HazyRadio.com. Yeah, like the sun shining in the brighter day, wouldn't you say? Ooh, Thompson twins will. Okay?
Roll on.